In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Jackery 3000. It's a solar generator paired with this solar panel here. Now this can be used as backup for your home in case you have a power outage, maybe some extreme conditions. This is going to be perfect for that. In this video, we're going to get this open, check out what comes here and start to test it out. And we're going to go over a lot more of the features while we do that. So let's go. Okay, so let's talk about the Jackery Solar Generator Home Power 3000. It's a true essential home backup solution that's powerful, clean, and immediately easy to use. So there's no more gas, noise, or headaches, just reliable energy, anytime, anywhere. So let's dive into it. So first of all, out of the box, you can tell that it means business. The Jackery SG Home Power 3000 is the lightest and smallest 3 kWh LFP solar generator on the market. It does have a 3600 watt output and a 7200 watt surge. So that means you could run a refrigerator, a fan, a Wi-Fi router, even your TV all at once, and it should be all completely fine. And what really surprised me is how compact it is for something so powerful. I mean, this could literally power a refrigerator for 2 days during a blackout. So let's talk about features. So first up, the zero drain technology. So that means that even after a year of sitting unused, the battery holds up to 95% of its charge. I think that's a big issue that we all think about when it comes to battery operated, electrical operated products. So the fact that it's 95% of its charge after a year of sitting, that just gives you a peace of mind. It also does have under 20 ms UPS support. So during a blackout, it kicks in instantly. So basically it means you won't ever notice your appliance switching over. Plus it's whisper quiet, it means it's perfect for indoor use. You obviously have zero gas emissions, nothing like that. It's completely safe for indoor use. Now we do have two ways we can charge this up. The first way is with the solar panel. Now personally, I think this is perfect for if you're camping. Most likely in a camping situation, you're not gonna be running high powered appliances. You're gonna be running stuff like hot plates, you wanna charge all your phones and electronics, maybe some lighting, but nothing that's gonna put so much strain on this that's gonna use up all that electricity really quick. So with the solar panel, you look at a full charge about 25 hours. So the way I see it, as long as your output is equal to or lower than your input, then you should be able to just operate for the whole weekend or while you're camping using the solar panel just to make sure that it's as charged as possible and you're gonna get more life out of it. Now the second way of charging it is using 100 to 120 volt, just the power cable that comes with it. Now this, on the other hand, you're gonna look at an input of about 1400 depending. And that means it's probably gonna take about 2 to 3 hours to charge this up completely. So on the front, we do have a bunch of different outputs. I think that's the other fantastic thing about this. Not only is it providing electricity, but it's actually providing you different outputs for different scenarios. So you do of course have the DC 12 volt 10 amp. So this kind of like that cigarette lighter that you would have in a car. This is perfect for any of those accessories. You do have two USB-A 18 watt max slots. And then you do have two USB-C 100 watt max. So again, this is gonna be fantastic for your accessories, your phones, your battery banks, anything like that. Maybe you're taking tablets for the kids. So over here we do have 4 outlets. These are your AC 3600 watt outlets. So this is where you're gonna be able to run all your appliances. And then up here we do have a AC 3600 watt. This is that big boy. This is gonna be something like a washing machine. Now the screen's gonna tell us everything we need to know. How much battery life is left, our output and our input. And the beautiful thing is there's kind of 2 sections to this. So you can turn on the DC USB, and that means just this side here is gonna be powered. Or you can turn on the AC, which is obviously gonna prepare itself to use a lot more wattage, and that's gonna be this bank right here. So I do wanna demonstrate something. First of all, the input. So it's charging right now. So right now it does have an input of 1628 watts. So saying it will take about 1.8 hours to completely charge up. Is I plugged in some accessories, some camera batteries, my phone, and some earbuds, right? These are general things that you may take on a camping trip or everyday kind of use things. I'm gonna turn this on so we can see what the output actually is. So all of this is just 14 watts. So that's saying that at 25%, it's gonna give us about 50 hours just to keep this stuff charging. So at 100%, you've got 200 hours of the Jackery HomePower 3000 just charging your small everyday accessories that you'll probably use. Okay, I've just plugged in the washing machine. Please excuse my handheld camera work here. Unfortunately, that's as far as the lead would come out, but we made it work. So now we're gonna turn on the AC power. So you can see we're hitting about 114-ish watts with the washing machine on. Obviously it goes up and down depending on the electricity going into the actual appliance itself. So this is always gonna be a variable number. You can't just take that number you see in that 1 second at what it is. All depends on what appliance you have turned on, operating, all that type of stuff. But again, if you're in a situation where there's a blackout, you don't have power for a weekend, you've got that solar panel plugged in, that means you should have no worry maintaining some clean clothes and doing your washing. Okay, now over here on my kids table, yes, this is actually a safety cover for a plug we have with our TV so our kids can't go and just pull the plugs out. Anyway, so this is now operating a TV, Alexa, a Nintendo Switch. We got everything in the entertainment system operating at once, and it is using about 87 watts. So when you start adding all this stuff up together, you have 87 watts. That's a TV, Switch, Alexa, then the washing machine's 114, so now we're about 200 watts. Then with all of our electronics, our daily electronics like our phone and battery chargers, that's another 14. We're only at 214 for all of this stuff being operated at once. I really just want to demonstrate that just because I think as a day-to-day consumer, we don't really realize how much energy our products are using in our house, and the things that we think may be using a lot of energy aren't necessarily, and then the things we don't think are. Something like a fridge is going to use a higher wattage on a more constant plane, and then something like a portable heater or portable AC unit, those just suck up energy. I'm just hoping that gave you more of a visual representation of what this could actually operate and for how long. Okay, the next great feature is the fact that Jackery actually has an app that you can connect this to. Once you download the app, you can connect devices, and with your Bluetooth, it will scan and will instantly find it and we'll start to bind it. So let's take a look at the app. I'm gonna throw it up here. It does show how much charge is left and the temperature of the battery. It does show the current input and output. So it will show you if it's charging or if you have anything plugged in and it's sending electricity out. You can turn on and off the DC and AC ports just with one click. And then you can set how long the screen itself is gonna stay on. You can have 2 hours, 2 minutes, or just off. And then it does have some more information at the bottom, like the solar generation and the carbon reduction. So some of my final thoughts on the Jackery HomePower 3000. Personally, I think this is a great addition to any house for an emergency. If you lose power, especially if you live somewhere with big snowstorms, hurricanes, something like that where you may need electricity for a couple of days, this is fantastic. The fact it's so compact, again, no fumes, no loud noises, nothing like that. We can connect that solar panel to it, which is gonna allow it to just stay charged for a lot longer. You can run all your day-to-day accessories off this for a long period of time. Then you can plug in those big accessories you need, like a washing machine, when you're gonna use it, just for the use, and then unplug it again. Because it is portable, it allows you to move around the house. And the other scenario I love it for is a camping trip. The fact you can just throw this in the truck or the back of the SUV, drive this out camping, and you have full electricity for days. So if you are interested in the Jackery HomePower 3000, we are going to be leaving a link in the description below. Let me know in the comments what your favorite feature was. Share this with a friend who you think may need this in their life. Hit that like button and subscribe for more great reviews like this.